Well, if Jermaine Wattimena wasn't a world-class dart player, I'm sure he could find gainful employment at any branch of the Carphone warehouse. What a tutorial he gave that woman after he was unable to get a selfie with Ryan Joyce. She got one with Jermaine in the end. Jermaine Wattimena happy to be here at stage 2 of the Players' Championship Finals because he was outstanding. He opened the show in yesterday evening's session with a 101 average against Wesley Plazier. We've spoken across the course of the weekend about players having breakthrough years. This has been that for the machine gun. A couple of titles to his name after coming close on a number of occasions. He was brilliant when he first emerged on the scene, then he dipped, but he's roared his way back to form. This is a tricky game to call against an informed man in the form of Ryan Joyce. He was too strong for Dave Chisnell, a 6-4 win for him yesterday. And what Ryan Joyce does have is a love affair with Minehead, and in particular this tournament, because in the last couple of years he has reached a quarter-final and a semi-final. Now you can look at that one of two ways. Ryan Joyce will come here full of confidence, or you could look at it a little bit more negatively and say Ryan Joyce has got to defend that semi-final prize from 2 years ago. But he doesn't seem to me like a player who plays with much pressure on his shoulders. He's just getting up there and throwing his darts. This could be a really good game, Paul, particularly if we see the legion of Joyce fans in the audience that we saw yesterday.
Ah, the packet of fans. I wonder if they're back. Well, if they're not, they are missing out, because this could be really good. If it's anywhere near what we've just seen from Joyce's pal Rids and the local Ryan Searle, you might want to get your teeth into this one. And just to keep you updated on what's happened on the main stage, Peter Wright, the former champion, is out at the hands of the machine James Wade.
85.
That game wasn't as good as the one we've just had. Not that we're playing favourites or anything, but it just wasn't as good.
We didn't even need to see it to know that it wasn't.
100.
So we will be denied a Geordie derby in round 3, but we could get a Ryan derby if Joyce beats Wattimena.
128.
That's a lovely dart. Plenty of room over the top for double 10. Not meant to be.
Do you require 50?
Double top. Looks like it's going to get more attention like the last match. It's a good start from Jermaine. He really does like it in this place. And he's had some good results in the Players' Championship Finals, but he's never been to the last day.
100.
Made the last 16 in 2017, 2023 and 2024, so he's on a nice little run of making the Saturday nights at Minehead in November.
100.
But we'd love to start cutting new grass and breaking new ground, not just on the floor.
109.
Safe to say, I don't think he's ever been this confident with his game, considering what's happened over the last few months. This one's going to get good really quick. I think this is a nice draw for these players.
89.
Tow the Oki around 2-ish. Get to the venue around 11. Means you don't have to get out of bed too early. You can get a nice rest. And if you get through, even if you play the first game of the evening on this stage or the other one, you've got plenty of time to get prepared.
2 balls and double 16. Plan B. Treble 19 required. Finds it. Can he nestle one next to that?
80.
Well, he can. Just the wrong side.
144.
Another big ask for Joyce. And just like the last time on the 128, he goes for the 18s. But he does not get to the double. This is really interesting. Double 8.
If you're on the second leg,
Absolutely fascinating. When he had a choice in the first leg, he left tops off a 50 checkout. When he had 44, he went 12 double 16. He didn't go for 4 tops.
130.
Would you say that's a good thing? He's equally as confident on tops as he is double 16.
Seems to be the case, doesn't it?
140.
You don't have to have a double that you go for every time, like Ryan Searle, for example. Although that myth has been shot, considering the last
85.
effort in that game with Rids. Maybe that's going to be the theme of the day. People going for weird
99.
checkouts against the run of play or against the run of what they've done over the last few years. I mean, Lipscomb was trying to leave double 15 on purpose all the time. But what I will say is Wattimena's done a great job so far of getting Joyce away from the bottom left corner.
We can be fairly confident that Ryan Joyce will not have a plan B. He will be sticking rigidly to double 16 and double 8. We pondered yesterday whether Ryan Searle is definitively the best double top hitter in the world. I think Ryan Joyce takes that mantle for double 16, but double top works out for Wattimena with a double break of throw. And this game is quickly slipping away from Joyce's grasp.
Yeah, this one is slipping away like ice cream in the sun.
55.
Perhaps out for a bit of revenge, Wattimena, because when we examine their head-to-head record, all 4 of their stage meetings have gone the way of Joyce, including twice in this very venue.
Yeah, 2 here, 2 on the European Tour.
100.
And that's 4 wins for Joyce out of 5 that he's got, and all of them are on a stage. The rest go to Wattimena.
Yes, overall, Wattimena has the superior head-to-head record. He's won all 7 of their floor
26.
meetings. Fascinating little oddity there.
So by that account and some other proof, are we saying that Wattimena's strength lies on the floor?
100.
And much like some other dart players, there are question marks over what he does when he goes up the steps.
118.
I mean, we know that prior to the Worlds, there's going to be a lot of people talking about Damon Hector in that regard. But the same can be said of other players
100.
as well.
Conversely, is Ryan Joyce more of a stage player than a floor player?
59.
Because he's currently ranked 22 in the world. He came into this tournament as the 38th seed.
I think it's 50-50 with Ryan. I think he's figured something out on stages this year, especially on the European Tour. That's something he could transcribe into this place. But quickly, he's going to need to do it. And for the first time, Ryan is going to leave double 16.
Is he going to hit it? Second time of asking, he does. That was surgical.
You really did regret asking that question as soon as you said it.
Flag Ryan to throw first.
That may have been the silliest question of the day so far.
I knew it was silly as soon as it passed my lips.
Is he the best double 16 shooter you've ever seen?
He's right up there.
He is right up there. He's up there with Eric. That's the best compliment I can pay Ryan Joyce. He's as good at double 16 as Eric Bristow was. Looks like he's tweaked something with the machinery as well. At the start of the year, he went to the kite-shaped flights to get a little bit more stability than his previous teardrop flights. But by looking at his barrels, they look a little bit different in the point department.
59.
He does use quite a unique set. They're torpedo-shaped darts, Ryan Joyce.
100.
Lay flat in the board, so he can do things that other players can't.
Yeah, his darts look like airships, like blimps. It's an interesting choice. He does like double 18, so it does make sense. Okay, so he understands the threat of Joyce. He was going for that. He was not going to try and lay up. Well, that's not gone to plan at all.
71, Jermaine, you require 28.
That's a break of throw. My word, the doubling from Wattimena has been impressive. He's averaging 100 plus again, just like yesterday. And he's 4 from 6 on the doubles. This is a proper performance again from Wattimena. If Jermaine were to go through and play against Ryan Searle, the question is, where would it be? It screams stage 2, but I wouldn't be surprised if that is a main stage game. It really should be one.
Both players have played like main stage players.
136.
I don't think they're too bothered. They've both played on stage 2 today and yesterday. It's worked out pretty well so far.
If anything, they might prefer staying on stage 2 because they've acclimatized to it. And they'll think inside, okay, want to get through to the quarterfinals, focus on the main stage
100.
tomorrow. Let's stick with where we're familiar.
There are plenty of players who actually prefer Reds Bar to the main arena.
130.
I think Wattimena is getting
124.
a lot of love in his heart for this place, but only if Joyce misses this. Bull. Vital. And that could be cataclysmic for Wattimena. He was dreaming of 5-1, but if you give Joyce a chance, you always risk losing the leg.
Wattimena was sat primed and ready to go for 5-1.
96.
Vital break of throw for Joyce.
Wattimena's done a really good job. He's limited Ryan to 4 darts at a double.
140.
It's quite simple. If you want to beat Ryan, only give him 5 shots at a double in the match. Easier said than done.
100.
By the way, we might as well call this the Geordie board this afternoon because Chris Dobie's coming up later against Cam Crabtree.
140.
Well, he must have felt that the 2 markers were good for a third.
140.
Should have played it safer. He's on a bogey number. And he's facing the prospect of being broken again after working so hard to get that 1-2-4.
Absolutely. The way that Jermaine's playing, you can't afford to make cataclysmic errors. Double 6. And turns out that he couldn't leave that bogey number. At this level, against a confident player like Jermaine, you just can't do that.
Rookie error from Ryan.
134.
He is getting better and better through this game. Nearly 107 now. He said he had the best performance on the stage yesterday. He's doing it again. Scored more 180s, more 140s, more ton plus scores. His doubles are better. This is a window opening opportunity for Jermaine Wattimena. If he's playing this well 59. And winning, is this potentially the best opportunity he's got to have a massive run at Minehead? Now, he has made the European Championship final, so he knows he can go deep in these kind of things. And he's not too bad at winning more than 1 game in a day, because that's what you've got to do at the Euros.
92.
Double 16. He's a mile ahead of Joyce. And ultimately, he was a mile ahead of Joyce throughout the course of the match. Another stellar performance from Jermaine Wattimena.